You've been told to ask the universe and wait for a response. But here is the secret the world isn't ready for. The universe never responds to what you want. It only responds to who you are. If you are still waiting, you are telling the universe that you don't have it, and the law of attraction will simply keep you waiting. To change your world, you must first stop trying to attract it and start assuming it already exists within you. Close your eyes for a moment. You see this physical world around you, the walls, the noise, the struggle. This is not the cause of your life. It is the result. It is a mirror, reflecting a version of you that lived yesterday. Most people spend their entire lives trying to clean the mirror to change their face. They try to manipulate the external, hoping for a different reflection. But the mirror has no power of its own. It only obeys the one who stands before it. The secret is not in the doing. It is in the being. You do not attract what you desire. You manifest what you believe to be true about yourself right now. This is the unspoken law. An assumption, though false to your physical senses if persisted in, will harden into fact. You must learn to walk through the world with the quiet confidence of someone who has already won. Do not visualize your dream as a distant shore you are rowing toward. Visualize it as the ground you are already standing on. When you move, move with the grace of the wealthy. When you speak, speak with the peace of the loved. Your subconscious mind cannot distinguish between the memory of the past and a vivid assumption of the present. By feeling the wish fulfilled now, you create a new memory in the fabric of existence. The world has no choice but to rearrange itself to match the person you have become. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are the architect of consciousness. Every doubt you entertain is a brick in a wall that doesn't need to exist. Let go of the how. The how is the business of the universe. Your only job is the what and the who. Who would you be if your prayer was already answered? What would your heart feel like in this very second if the struggle was over? Hold that feeling. Protect it like a sacred flame. In that stillness, you aren't wishing, you are knowing. The door is already open. You don't need to knock. You just need to walk through. Your new reality isn't coming. It's waiting for you to notice it was always there. Step into it. You have been told to work hard, to struggle, and to ask the universe for what you want. But here is the hidden truth that the world is not ready to hear. The universe does not have ears to hear your requests. It only has eyes to see your conviction. You aren't here to attract a reality. You are here to project one. The secret isn't in the seeking. It's in the realization that what you are seeking is already seeking you. There is a law older than time, a silent force known as the law of assumption. It dictates that your consciousness is the only true reality. Most people live from the outside in letting the news, their bank account, and their past tell them who they are. But the master lives from the inside out. They understand that faith is not a hope for the future. It is the absolute certainty of the present. You do not get what you want. You get what you assume to be true about yourself. Your inner belief is the blueprint, and the physical world is simply the construction crew that has no choice but to follow your design. Think of your life as a cinematic masterpiece. The world you see is merely the screen in the theater. If you don't like the movie, you don't run up to the screen and try to tear the images off with your bare hands. That is what struggle looks like. Instead, you go to the projection booth and you change the film. Your mind is that projection booth. Your assumptions are the film. When you change the feeling of I will be to I am, you're changing the frequency of your entire existence. Philosophically, we are not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual giants dreaming that we are small. We have forgotten that we are the light, not the shadow. Your reality is not a solid wall. It is a fluid reflection, waiting for you to decide what shape it should take. The giants of our world didn't find success. They assumed it before it existed. Think of Jim Carrey, who, while penniless, wrote himself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered and carried it in his wallet until it became his reality. He didn't hope for it. He lived in the feeling of it. Think of Arnold Schwarzenegger, who saw his muscles in his mind's eye before he ever lifted a weight, stating that the mind is the limit. Look at Elon Musk or Jack Ma, who stared at failure and bankruptcy, yet remained unshakable in their inner vision of a future that didn't exist yet. They didn't wait for the world to give them permission to be great. They assumed greatness in the dark, and the world had no choice but to provide the light. They became the creators of their reality because they refused to believe the evidence of their senses. This is the wisdom whispered through the ages in our sacred texts. It is written, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." Notice it doesn't say, "As a man thinketh in his brain." It says the heart, the seat of feeling and subconscious conviction. The ancient scriptures teach us, "Be it unto you according to your faith." Faith is not a blind wish. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. When you assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you are practicing the highest form of spiritual law. You are standing in the truth that the Creator and the creation are one. So, how do you walk this path? You must begin by ignoring the facts of your life. If your bank account says zero, but your vision says abundance, you must remain faithful to the vision. To transform your reality, you must transform your inner dialogue. Stop saying, "I am trying," and start saying, "It is done." Every night as you fall asleep, don't replay the worries of the day. Instead, wrap yourself in the feeling of your dream achieved. How would you breathe? How would your heart beat? Capture that feeling. Saturate your subconscious with it. When you wake up, do not look for signs. Be the sign. When you change the "I am" within, the "it is" without will manifest by a law that cannot be broken. You have the power to rewrite your story starting this very second. Let the world know you have stepped into your new identity. I want you to anchor this truth right now. In the comments below, write this powerful affirmation to signal your shift to the universe. Divine intelligence works through me to create my perfect world. By writing it, you are claiming it. By claiming it, you are becoming it. The era of your struggle is over. The time of your mastery has begun. You are no longer a passenger in the vehicle of fate. You are the driver, the road, and the destination. Do not be afraid of the shadows on the screen, for you are the one holding the light. Assume your greatness. Occupy your throne. Walk with the quiet thunder of a soul that knows its own power. You are the architect of your destiny, the master of your consciousness, and the creator of your world. The reality you desire is already yours. Now, go live it. The greatest lie you were ever told is that you are a magnet waiting for the universe to bring you something. The truth? You aren't attracting your future. You are remembering it. The universe doesn't move toward you. It moves from you. Stop trying to pull your dreams closer. You cannot attract what you do not already possess in the silence of your own soul. There is a spiritual law hidden beneath the surface of every religion and every philosophy. The law of assumption. It reveals that your consciousness is the only true cause. Faith is not wishing. Faith is the absolute conviction that your desire is already a solid reality in the invisible world. When you assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you aren't asking for permission. You are issuing a command to the fabric of existence. The world outside you has no choice. It must rearrange its atoms to match the image you hold within. Think of your consciousness as a great ocean, and the physical world as the foam on its surface. Most people spend their lives trying to move the foam, but the master moves the depths. Philosophically, we live in a finished creation. Every version of you, the wealthy you, the healed you, the legendary you already exists as a frequency. You don't create these versions. You simply tune into them through your state of being. Psychologically, this is the power of the reticular activating system. When you assume a new identity, your brain stops seeing obstacles and begins seeing a bridge of incidents. You are no longer looking at your dream. You are looking from it. The world is an echo. If you want a different sound, you must first change the voice in your heart. This is the ancient wisdom that has been whispered for millennia. In the sacred texts, it is written, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." It does not say, "As a man thinks in his mind," but in his heart, where your deepest assumptions live. Remember the words, "Be it unto you according to your faith." Faith is the substance of things not yet seen. It is the ability to walk into a room and feel the victory before the battle has even begun. When you pray, you must believe that you have received, not that you will. The will is a trap of the future. The have is the key to the kingdom. You must now kill the version of you that is waiting. To transform your reality, you must transform your I am. Close your eyes tonight and don't ask for your dream. Instead, give thanks for it. Feel the weight of the trophy in your hand. Feel the warmth of the hand you want to hold. If you were already the person you want to be, how would you walk? How would you breathe? Occupy that state until it feels more real than the walls around you. When the world tries to show you lack, look right through it. Your assumptions are the only facts that matter. Persist in the feeling, and the world will bow to your conviction. Today we are moving from the state of wanting to the state of having. Let us anchor this frequency together. Let the world know that your new reality has already begun. In the comments below, type this affirmation and feel the power behind every word. Divine intelligence works through me to create my perfect world. By writing it, you are stepping out of the shadows and into your own light. The search is over. The door you've been knocking on was never locked. It was just waiting for you to realize you were already inside. You are not a victim of the world. You are the world's architect. Stop being a seeker and start being a creator. Master your consciousness, assume your greatness, and watch as the stars align to serve your vision. You are the one you have been waiting for. The reality is yours. Now, claim it. Your physical eyes are lying to you. They are showing you the past, the results of who you were yesterday. But the hidden truth is this: you cannot travel to a place you haven't already reached in your mind. If you are still trying to get there, you are vibrating with the energy of not being there. The secret isn't looking at your dream. It is looking from it. This is the sacred law of living in the end. It is the understanding that consciousness is the only reality and time is nothing more than a persistent illusion. This law dictates that to change your life, you must occupy the state of your wish fulfilled before there is any evidence in the physical world. Faith is not a blind hope that something will happen. It is the spiritual audacity to claim that it has already happened. Your inner belief is the cause. The outer world is merely the delayed effect. Imagine your life is a radio. You do not create the music. The music is already being broadcasted on a specific frequency. You simply tune the dial. If you want a life of harmony, you cannot stay tuned to the frequency of wanting and struggling. Philosophically, we exist in a multi-dimensional reality where every version of your life is already finished. You don't build your future, you select. It's psychologically, this is the power of neuroplasticity. When you live in the end, you bypass the how and when, the logic of the ego, and you speak directly to the subconscious mind. You are training your brain to recognize opportunities that the struggling version of you would be blind to. You are no longer a beggar at the gates of destiny. You are the king sitting on the throne watching the kingdom take shape. This truth is woven into the very fabric of our ancient wisdom. It is written, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he," not in his head, but in his heart, the place where feeling resides. The scriptures tell us, "Be it unto you according to your faith." Faith is the bridge between the invisible and the visible. It is the substance of things hoped for. When you live in the end, you are practicing the highest form of prayer. You aren't asking God or the universe for a favor. You are standing in the truth that the Creator has already provided everything you need. You are simply saying, "It is finished." To reshape your reality, you must stop being a reactor and start being a director. When you wake up, Do not look at your phone to see who you are. Instead, close your eyes and feel the relief of your problem being solved. Feel the weight of the wealth in your hands. Feel the peace of being loved. If your wish was fulfilled right now, what would your next thought be? It would be, thank you. Walk through your day with that secret, thank you, in your heart. When the world shows you lack, do not argue with it. Simply smile, knowing that the shadow on the screen is about to change because you have already changed the film in the projector. You are stepping into a new dimension of your existence today. You are no longer waiting for the world to change. You are changing the world from within. Let's anchor this new state of being. Declare your mastery to the collective consciousness. In the comments below, write this affirmation: Divine intelligence works through me to create my perfect world. By typing these words, you are aligning your frequency with the infinite. The struggle is over because you have decided it is over. You are the master of your consciousness, the architect of your soul, and the sole creator of your reality. Stop asking for permission to be great. Assume your greatness. Occupy your end. The universe isn't testing you. It is waiting for you to realize that you are the one in charge. Step into the version of you that has already won. The reality is finished. Now, go and claim your crown. You believe you are walking through a solid world of objects and obstacles, but the truth is much stranger. You are walking through a gallery of your own echoes. The world doesn't happen to you. It happens through you. You are not a witness to reality. You are the one writing the script in a language the world has no choice but to translate. There is a universal law that governs every star in the sky and every dollar in your pocket. The law of consciousness. It states that your inner world is the only cause, and the outer world is merely an effect. This is the secret of sacred is sacred. Faith is not a hope that something will change. It is the spiritual certainty that it has already changed in the only place that matters, your mind. When your inner belief becomes more real to you than the walls around you, the walls must eventually move. You are the architect, and your assumptions are the invisible blueprints of your life. Think of your life as a shadow cast upon a wall. If the shadow is distorted, you don't try to fix the wall. You change the object standing in front of the light. Your physical body and your bank account are the shadows. Your consciousness is the object. Philosophically, we are living in a mental universe. Everything you see was once an idea before it was a thing. Psychologically, your mind is a filter. If you assume you are a failure, your brain literally blinds you to the open doors right in front of you. But when you assume the state of greatness, your biology shifts. Your posture changes, your frequency rises, and you begin to perceive a path where others only see a dead end. You aren't making it happen. You're allowing your new identity to pull you toward its inevitable conclusion. This is the cornerstone of all ancient mastery. The sacred texts tell us, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." It specifies the heart because the heart is where feeling lives. It is the seat of your subconscious. It is also said, "Be it unto you according to your faith." Faith is the ability to see the invisible and believe the incredible. It is the act of giving thanks for a gift before it has been unwrapped. When you assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you are moving in harmony with the divine. You are no longer praying to a distant power. You are speaking as that power. To reshape your reality, you must become a master of your inner I am. Stop looking for evidence in the world to prove you are successful or loved or healthy. Instead, provide the evidence yourself. Every morning before you open your eyes, declare who you are. Do not say, "I want to be." Say, "I am." Feel the thrill of it. Feel the relief. If your dream was a fact right now, what would your heart feel like? Hold that feeling until it becomes your natural atmosphere. When you walk down the street, walk as the version of you that has already succeeded. The universe is not a judge, it is a servant. It will always say yes to whatever you assume to be true. Today is the day you stop being a passenger and start being the creator. Let us unify our intentions and signal this shift to the field of infinite possibilities. In the comments below, write this affirmation with absolute conviction. Divine intelligence works through me to create my perfect world. As you type it, feel the words vibrating through your reality. You are claiming your power. The veil has been lifted. You are no longer a victim of circumstance or a slave to your past. You are the master of your consciousness, the king of your inner kingdom, and the sole creator of your destiny. Assume your greatness. Step into your power. The world is not something you are in. It is something that is coming out of you. Become the person you were born to be, and watch as the universe rearranges itself to bow before your vision. The power is within you. The reality is yours. Now, create. You have been exhausting yourself trying to build a bridge to a destination that is already beneath your feet. The hidden truth is this. The moment you ask, how will it happen? You have already admitted that you don't believe it is happening. The how is not your job, it is the grave where dreams go to die. Stop being the laborer and start being the commander. There is a universal law that the ego hates, but the soul loves, the law of divine indifference. This law teaches that consciousness is the only reality, and for a vision to manifest, you must be indifferent to the how. Faith is not a calculation, it is a surrender. Your inner belief creates the mold, and the universe provides the gold. When you assume the state of your wish fulfilled, you are issuing a spiritual decree. You are claiming the end, and by claiming the end, you automatically set the means into motion. You don't need to find the way. You are the way. Think of a seed planted in the dark earth. Does the seed struggle to figure out how to pull nitrogen from the soil or how to reach for a sun it has never seen? No. It simply is an oak tree in potential, and the earth has no choice but to conspire in its growth. Philosophically, you are the seed and the gardener at once. Most people fail because they keep digging up the seed to see if it's working. That is the how, it is the doubt that kills the dream. Psychologically, when you release the how, you move from a state of beta stress into an alpha flow. You stop vibrating at the frequency of lack and start radiating the frequency of completion. The world is not a puzzle for you to solve. It is a mirror reflecting the certainty of your heart. This is the cornerstone of the ancient mysteries. It is written, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." It doesn't say, "As a man plans in his mind." It is the heart, the feeling that commands the elements. The Master taught, "Be it unto you according to your faith." Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. To have faith is to stop looking for the bridge and to start walking as if the air itself will turn to stone beneath your feet. When you pray, believe that you have received and you shall have it. The how is the business of the infinite. The what is the privilege of the Creator within you. To reshape your reality today, you must resign as the manager of the universe. Stop trying to figure out which door will open. Instead, become the person who deserves to walk through it. Close your eyes and feel the end. If your dream was a fact right now, would you be worried about the how? No. You would be at peace. You would be grateful. Capture that peace. Wrap yourself in that gratitude. Your only task is to maintain the inner assumption that it is done. When your mind asks how, answer with, "It doesn't matter." Transform your inner belief from a question into a statement. When you stop looking for the way finds you. You are shifting from a seeker to a master in this very moment. Let us anchor this energy of completion. Don't just watch this, be the witness to your own power. In the comments below, write this affirmation to claim your reality. Divine intelligence works through me to create my perfect world. By typing it, you are letting go of the struggle and stepping into the flow. The weight is off your shoulders. The struggle is a ghost of the past. You are the master of your consciousness, the architect of the invisible, and the creator of your destiny. Stop asking the world for directions to a place you already own. Assume your greatness. Trust the silence. You are not just a part of the universe. You are the universe experiencing itself as a master. The how is already being woven. Your only job is to walk. The bridge is there. The reality is yours. Now, step forward. You have been told to chase your dreams, but the hidden truth is that anything you chase will always run from you. To chase is to admit you don't have it. The secret isn't in the pursuit, it's in the surrender. The world isn't a place you go to get things. It's a place you go to see who you've already become in the dark. There is a final unspoken law that bridges the gap between wishing and having, the law of radical assumption. This law reveals that consciousness is not in your body. Your body and the entire universe are in your consciousness. Your inner belief is the gravity that holds your world together. Faith is not a hope for a miracle. It is the unwavering assumption that the miracle has already been woven into your DNA. You do not create reality. You allow the reality you've already assumed to harden into fact. Imagine you are a sculptor, but the clay is invisible. Every thought, every I am, is a strike of the chisel. If you think I am struggling, you are carving a life of struggle. Philosophically, the world is a giant echo chamber. If you shout, I am poor, into a canyon, the canyon can only shout poor back at you. Psychologically, your subconscious mind is like the soil of the earth. It does not care what seed you plant. If you plant a seed of lack, it will faithfully grow a harvest of not enough. To change the harvest, you must stop looking at the dead crops of your past and start feeling the invisible roots of your new life. You must become the person who is already satisfied, already loved, and already whole. This is the ancient path walked by the mystics. It is written, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Note the precision not in his head, but in his heart. The heart is the vibration. The ancient masters taught, be it unto you according to your faith. Faith is the ability to stand in a storm and feel the warmth of the sun. It is the spiritual courage to say thank you while your hands are still empty. When you assumed a feeling of your wish fulfilled, you are standing on the holy ground of the I am. You are no longer a beggar. You are the heir to the kingdom. Now, listen closely, for this is the part they never tell you. The most important part of the secret is non-reaction. When you assume a new reality, the old world will try to prove you wrong. Your bank account might still look empty. Your house might still be quiet. This is the shadow of your old assumptions. The secret is to look at the shadow and not react. If you react with fear, you have fallen back into the old version of yourself. The technique is simple. Every night, as you drift between wakefulness and sleep, wrap yourself in a single short phrase that implies your dream is done. Something like, isn't it wonderful, or thank you. Repeat it until the feeling of relief becomes your only reality. Do not ask how. Do not ask when. Simply fall asleep in the certainty that it is finished. This is the lullaby of the Creator. When you master your sleep, you master your world. You have the key in your hand. The door is already unlocked. Let us anchor this final truth together. In the comments below, write this affirmation to seal your new reality. Divine intelligence works through me to create my perfect world. As you write it, feel the shift. You are not trying to change. You have changed. You are the master of your consciousness. You are the architect of your soul. The search is over because the seeker and the sought are one and the same. Stop looking for the light and realize that you are the light. Assume your greatness. Breathe in your peace. Walk as the creator you were always meant to be. The world is yours, not because you earned it, but because you had the courage to claim it. Go forth in power. Go forth in peace. Your new reality is waiting for you to notice it was always there. Like, subscribe to Scovel Spirit Daily and share your thoughts in the comments. We are walking this path together.